say my path is a little atypical, but it seems to possibly be something that will be happening more and more.
Exactly.
I started my undergraduate in business and finance, and I was very headstrong to become, something in the financial space, either trading or investment banking.
Yeah.
That was a path that I really wanted to pursue, and so went down that. Along the education path there was a lot of quantitative courses, statistics, economics, financial product management, and things like that. So went down that path, tried to get into the investment management space, investment banking, and somehow ended up getting into a group called middle office in the capital markets, which is front office is more the trading, back office is more the accounts, and then middle office is more risk management and ensuring that the front office
Is
works.
the one in England?
It was part of it, but I started in Toronto.
Okay.
So I ended up getting a job there. It was with a major Canadian investment bank. And that sounded great, so started on that path, but it became very quantitative very quickly. So we did a lot of simulation-based predictive modeling. We did modeling of different types of financial instruments, anywhere from interest rate swaps to double convertible bonds and all sorts of different products that I think are very unique. And so you got to test a lot of your quantitative skills, but also had some connection to the business side of it.
But wait, so you're coming from business, so you don't have that much of statistical background. So you learned it on the job.
The degree itself, my undergraduate had a good balance. I think I did a Bachelor of Commerce, so it did have statistics. We had to do.
I also had, but I still understand it's not very practical, like.
I think it gave a good background. Now we were also working with PhDs in physics and all those things that are very, very quantitative. But I think there's roles in every organization. There you need, somebody who's a pure subject expert, and then somebody at the very lowest level who can at least understand it. Yeah. And then there's a lot of roles in between. So I feel that's where I think there's a lot of misunderstanding, is that there needs to be these middle roles as well as appreciation at all levels.
Yeah.
Of course, you need the pure experts as well, but I think it's also important that you have roles that can complement. So I think that's kind of the role that I started with, and so that was the start. And I got a lot deeper in the statistics side. On the job, but I know a lot of people say they didn't use a lot of what they were taught, but I think I did.
Okay.
I think I did. At least my undergraduate, I think, prepared me well for that. And what it was also threw me into was the technology side. So I had zero background on a computer science type of role. I think I took one coding class in grade 8 or something very small, and ended up in this role having to because we were a small team. And we were basically looking at the global portfolio of investments, and we had to do overnight support. And so that was running scripts, making sure data sources came in from all sorts of different trading positions around the world. And so that I think cut my teeth a little bit in the technology space, and realized that again there's different levels of expertise, but a lot of people can do it. So to me, that was my initial view into technology.
Okay, yeah.
So that was the initial start, and maybe I'll just continue.
The IBM.
And so that kind of continued. And as I went down my path, I did a number of years in that. I did consulting. So it was technology, statistics, consulting, a bit of finance. That was the roles that I ended up getting and I thought did well in. And so there was a lot of client work there. And what I found with client work is there's very little black and white. It's very gray, and you have to figure out like all the nuances in between, solution-oriented. Right. So I really like that. But started to get a feel that maybe financial services, maybe just going directly deep in that wasn't my particular specialty. I enjoyed it. I think I can do well in that, but I wanted to explore a bit more. And that's when I think a lot of these newer technologies came out, and I was really taken aback by IBM Watson. My team was based in New York City. I was in Toronto, and so I was doing a lot of traveling with clients. And so The role was similar in consulting, but it was in a completely new domain. You know, like it was
like
natural
exponential
language, it was vision recognition, it was speech recognition as well. Totally new. But if you really understand it at the very base level, it was statistics and math and technology. And so I didn't feel that out of the element. And I realized that whatever I learned in this space had a lot of relations. You had to make that connection. But those who did, I think, realized that I'm just repurposing myself in a different domain. And the use case and the output are different, but a lot of the core elements are the same.